On February 1st, 2027, YouTube doubles what it takes for a new creator to unlock ad revenue. 8,000 watch hours instead of 4,000. 20 million shorts views instead of 10 million. And every single person watching this is about to have the same reaction. Great. So, building a channel just got harder. That's the wrong reaction. Because that rule change tells you something about where the value actually sits. Attention just got more expensive to produce, which means the people who already have it are sitting on something worth more today than it was last week. And most of them are doing nothing with it. I'm not going to teach you how to grow a channel. There are 10,000 videos on that, and most of them are lying to you about the timeline. I'm going to show you the other side of the trade, how to build the business behind someone else's audience. Gumroad on one side, a YouTube channel on the other, and you in the middle, owning the part that actually generates revenue. By the end of this, you'll know how to find the right channels, what to build for them, how the split works, and the part nobody covers. The 3 ways this falls apart, so you don't learn them with your own money. Here's the thing about a YouTube channel. The videos aren't the asset. The subscriber count isn't the asset either. The asset is a group of people who have already decided to trust one voice about one specific topic. That's it. That's the whole thing. A channel with 200,000 subscribers about home espresso has an audience that has voluntarily watched hours of content about grinders and extraction. Those people have a problem, and they've told you exactly what it is, by what they clicked. Now, here's what most of those channels are making from that. AdSense, a CPM, a number that fluctuates with whatever advertisers feel like paying that quarter on a platform that just changed its own rules. That's it. That's the entire business. One revenue line owned by someone else on terms that can change on a Tuesday. So the obvious question, if these channels have an audience with a clear problem, why haven't they built a product? 3 reasons. And none of them are laziness. 1. It's a different job. Making a video and building a product are unrelated skills. A creator is good at pacing, editing, thumbnails, hooks. Building a product means structuring information, designing something, writing sales copy, setting up checkout, handling refunds. That's not a stretch of what they do. That's a career change. 2. The downside is asymmetric. If a creator builds a bad product and sells it to their audience, they don't lose a weekend. They lose trust. And trust is the entire business. So the safe move is to do nothing. And most of them do nothing. 3. Nobody's asked them properly. Their inbox is sponsorship offers and affiliate spam. Almost nobody shows up saying, I'll build the thing, you own half, you risk nothing. That 3rd one is the opening. That's where you walk in. So how does this actually work? Mechanically. 3 pieces. YouTube is the distribution. You are not buying traffic. You are not running ads. The creator makes a video the way they already do, and the product link sits in the description and the pinned comment. Traffic cost, 0. That's the whole reason this math works. Gumroad is the infrastructure because it removes every reason a launch gets delayed. No store to build, no theme, no hosting, no tax setup. You upload a file, set a price, get a link, and that link works in a YouTube description the same day. And you are the operator. You find the channel. You read the comments to find what the audience actually asks for. You build the product. You write the sales page, you set up the checkout, you run the launch with the creator, and the split is the part that makes it work. Revenue share, not a fee. The creator pays nothing. If it sells 0, they've lost a link in a description. That's the offer that gets a yes. Here's where people get this wrong. So let me be careful. What makes this a business is that the second one costs you a fraction of what the first one did. Your outreach message is written. Your product templates exist. Your sales page structure is built. Your launch sequence is a document you already have. The first partnership takes you weeks. The 4th takes you days. And they don't compete with each other. Different niches, different audiences, no cannibalization. Each one keeps earning while you're building the next. That's the actual shape of this. Not one big win, a portfolio of small ones that compound because your production cost drops every single time. And I'm deliberately not putting a revenue number on the screen because I don't know your niche, your creator, or your execution. Now, 3 ways this falls apart. I said I'd tell you. 1. You pick the channel on subscriber count. Big number, dead comments, no purchase intent. A 40,000 subscriber channel where people ask detailed questions beats a 900,000 subscriber channel where they post emojis. Engagement over size. Every time. 2. You build what you want to build instead of what they asked for. The audience has already told you the product in the comments. If you're guessing, you've skipped the only research step that matters. 3. The creator ghosts you after yes. This is the most common one. They agree, and then the launch never happens because you handed them a vague plan and no dates. The fix is boring. Everything they need to do, written down, with dates, before they say yes. You don't need an audience to build a business on YouTube. You need to be useful to someone who already has one. They build the attention. You build what happens after the view. If you want the full system, how I find creators, score them, build the offer, and run the launch, it's linked below. First 300 spots. And I'm capping it there.